It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, the 5th of December. I'm Michael Groff. Cooler weather coming in here today. It's finally going to feel just a little bit more like December, but a warming trend will take over by the weekend and into next week. A little bit of a surprise in our forecast for today, which we'll talk about momentarily. Let's get out and discuss. 73 degrees, the high in the valley yesterday after a low of 53, which occurred at 11:59 p.m. last evening. And outside right now here at 5:30 a.m., we are under partly cloudy skies, 52 degrees at Sky Harbor, but look at that dew point down at 17. It is bone dry, relative humidity 26%, the winds are light, and the barometer 30 inches and falling. Temperatures across south central Arizona this morning, it is 42 at Fort McDowell, 40 at Buckeye, that's the cool spot. Mainly in the mid-40s in places like Litchfield Park, Glendale, and in much of the West Valley. East Valley is a little bit warmer, upper 40s, low 50s. It is 50 here in Arcadia where I do these videos from. And the water vapor satellite view, we've got a little vortex coming our way from the northwest, which we will get into the details of that. It's a little bit of an interesting feature coming through here. Otherwise, troughing in the northern plains and heading into the Great Lakes, a big wind event up there as we see on the watch warning map for today. Wind advisories and high wind warnings for much of Michigan, Wisconsin, parts of Illinois, and back through Iowa. A winter storm watch in sections of West Texas. And some freeze warnings and wind advisories out here in the west. Some dense fog, parts of the Texas coast and in the southeast this morning. The convective outlook for today, no organized severe weather expected, but some thunderstorms possible from South Texas through much of the Tennessee Valley. And rainfall around here for the next 7 days coming from the guys over at the WPC. They've got nothing for us here in the valley. About 1/10 of an inch or so for the eastern rim and parts of the White Mountains. But could we see just maybe a little surprise rain shower here in the valley this afternoon? Now, it won't be a surprise to you because you're watching this video, but we'll talk about it as we go to the modeling now. This is the GFS. The Global Forecast System, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. The upper look at 500 millibars. There's a vortex that swings through central and northern Arizona today, and down below that at the surface, partly sunny skies around here in the valley. Highs this afternoon in the upper 60s. This vortex is going to have enough dynamics and enough lift with it to produce at least widely scattered showers, mainly north and east of Phoenix through the day and the evening hours today. So we could even see some isolated showers down here in the valley. Certainly the European and the GFS deterministic runs have been very bullish on this idea, suggesting anywhere from 1/100th of an inch to around 5/100ths of an inch today. Not sure it's going to be quite that much. I just don't know. My confidence in this solution is not very high because the lower levels of the atmosphere are just bone dry. You saw at the beginning of the video, our dew point is 17. Further to the west, dew points are in the single digits. So the air mass down here at the surface, the lower third of the atmosphere, is just very dry. It's going to be hard to get rain here. Let's take a look at the high-res NAM this afternoon at 5 o'clock. It's got most of the activity north and east of Phoenix, but yes, you could run into some sprinkles through the day, especially this afternoon and this evening, and maybe it's just enough that we finally break our dry streak and have measurable rain in the official rain gauge at Sky Harbor. We'll see. Otherwise, tonight, lows in the 40s with mostly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, highs again upper 60s. Thursday, we're mostly sunny with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Pretty much the same thing on Friday as high pressure sets up along the west coast. That'll be the predominant weather feature for us over the next several days. In fact, probably for a week or 10 days, for that matter. Meanwhile, a big trough sets up in the east, and that's going to send cold Arctic air all the way down to the Gulf Coast. They could see some snow flurries in parts of northern Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, while we continue to warm up. Highs in the low to mid-70s on Saturday for us. Same thing on Sunday. There is a cutoff low that is progged to start developing off the Southern California coast or perhaps over northwest Mexico, Southern California area. And as that happens, that should help to keep high temperatures in check. We may back it off to the low 70s on Monday with partly sunny skies. Here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 12th of December. Again, the low pressure area to our south and perhaps to our southwest. That keeps temperatures from getting too out of hand, highs mostly in the low 70s. Could this be the facilitator of some unsettled weather for us? I'm not so sure about that. And you know how I feel about forecasting cutoff lows a week out. However, the pattern certainly favors this, and there has been some good run-to-run consistency in this idea. But for now, we'll just say partly sunny. That holds true for Wednesday, the 13th. And then here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Thursday, the 14th of December. Looks like high temperatures likely to continue a little bit above average, low 70s. Probably not much warmer than that given this pattern. But you see, look at this big ridge out here in the west and in the northeast Pacific. Heights are way above average. You see those reds and oranges. I mean, that's just upper heights that are significantly above where they should be. And look at the cold air, the Arctic Express, setting up from far northern Canada all the way down through the Central Plains and the southeast U.S. That's a very deep trough there. And this is the kind of pattern that just is going to persist, likely for, I don't know, at least 10 days and perhaps even beyond that. At this point, nobody knows when this pattern is going to come to an end. All right, let's check the temperatures coming off the GFS Ensemble through the period, and the Ensemble is showing remarkable consistency. It's got highs well above average out through mid-December and likely even toward the 20th, 21st. I mean, we could continue with this kind of warmth out toward Christmas, and then you start to wonder, are we going to have a winter this year? I mean, are we going to have temperatures in the 70s all throughout December and January? That would be very unusual. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. I'm sure we're going to have some cold air come in here eventually. Let's hope so. Our next video comes back here tomorrow morning, and if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, want you to be safe out there and have a great Tuesday.